The Fairbanks City Council heard from many local residents about an ordinance that could affect the hiring process for city law enforcement officers. Ryan Grimes has the story.
The Fairbanks City Council voted on an ordinance that helps the Fairbanks Police Department. Officers there would have a $5,000 sign-on bonus, among other benefits. However, members of the public spoke for and against the initiative last night.
I don't think it's enough.
You're stealing an employee from another organization.
Lee Despain, who testified against the ordinance, says the city would be doing what he thinks is bribery at the cost of other city and borough governments.
And you expect to hire trustworthy, loyal, friendly, courteous, and kind type employees, and you're getting them by bribing them away from some other organization?
Those for the ordinance echoed what Chief Randall Aragon had to say about the need for competitive options for Fairbanks law enforcement officers.
I would suggest a relocation incentive for qualified law enforcement officers and really take a focus on increasing the budget for your law enforcement officers.
The troopers pay up to $20,000 for a new trooper, non-ranking trooper, not the the DPS commander. So we're way behind the power curve on asking for some help. We got to try something with the shortages. 11% of my department is gone, and I got 3 others getting ready to leave, unquestionably.
Some that spoke against the ordinance said they didn't want themselves or other taxpayers to give more money for the FPD. And a rebuttal by Councilman David Pruz, the taxpayer is not paying an additional penny.
Council's job is to give the tools to the police department for their toolbox and make them successful. They put this together. They actually brought us an ordinance that costs the city of Fairbanks nothing. They're paying for it through salaries that are not being used right now.
In the end, the council voted unanimously for the hiring incentives.
Yes.
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 Motion's approved. Thank you.
Councilman Jerry Cleworth said that he struggled to see how the ordinance would work in the long term, hence the reason for a time limit that was implemented into the ordinance.
We have to keep up with them, and we got to offer something too, and so they up the game, and it's a merry-go-round you got to get off.
The $5,000 hiring incentives only last until the end of this year, with the exception that the council could extend the deadline. This is Ryan Grimes reporting.